All right, well, good morning. I'm John with the Central Vac Shop, and as the name implies, my job sucks and I love it. This is going to be a joke I make. No, but for real though, I started this company about a year ago, but before we get into that, we'll kind of go about me. Here's our agenda, what we're going to be doing here. Introduction. As I said, my name is John. I've done this business for a little over a year now. Before that, I was working for another shop in the area. Just got fed up with that. Just was not happy there, with what I was doing, what I was making, and basically felt I was being limited on my potential. So here, a little bit about me. So it started when we built a house. I was young. One of our first homes had a central vacuum, and we had that for quite a while. And then when we got divorced, we sold the house that had the central vacuum in it, and we got moved to a regular house that we got stuck using regular vacuums. And me, a little 10-year-old at the time, got tasked with vacuuming every single time. And I noticed that compared to our our central vacuum, these machines just did not work. I'm like, and how can so many grown adults not see that these things don't work when I could see that at 10 years old? So I made it my mission to, educate people on the benefits and the conveniences of owning one of these systems for your house. So that's kind of where I got my start with this initially. Ever since then, and as I said here, I've got other things that I like, but I don't really get the time to talk about that, so here we go. All right, those are some of the other interests that I have. I like making home espresso. I go to car shows whenever I can. Spending time with my family and, my cat. So next thing here. So why do I promote these as opposed to regular vacuums? For one, they actually work. They are the only 100% the only 100% solution to removing dirt, allergens, and toxins out of the home. They can be vented outside. They're more convenient because now you just pull them out of the wall, vacuum, put whatever tools you want on it, and then put it away. So that's why we promote this as opposed to a regular vacuum. That's another thing we promote. We promote healthy lives. I like being able to market to people that are just looking to make it healthier, concerned about indoor air quality. Most of the vacuums just spread dirt around. These actually take it out. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. So I service them, and my goal is right now I want to get connected with more people that are building, middle of the road custom homes. Don't necessarily have to be super high end, but people that are, mid-range kind of builders. They're not necessarily a spec home, but they're at the point where, you could probably have one or two options, or show their customers the convenience of having one of these as opposed to a regular vacuum for, in the grand scheme of things, not a lot more than what you can easily pay for a traditional vacuum cleaner, and just have, limitless attachments, limitless customizability, and a number of options of power units, whether you want bagged or bagless or a hybrid that can do either or. Those are just options that you just don't see in a traditional vacuum. You buy what you buy at the store and you're stuck with that. This, you buy this and you're not happy with some tools, I can sell you something or trade you into some other tools that work better for you in your style of cleaning. So, I had a video here, but again, I already showed the demonstration of that. That's all this was, so we're just going to move on with that. So I got a couple of minutes. So I've already talked a little bit about why I started my business, what prompted me here. As I said, I've had experience working in other shops. I've got about 6 or 7 years professionally doing this. Before then, I was kind of a geek. I like taking things apart as a kid and learning all that stuff. That's kind of what I like doing. But what got me into this is this: I've over the thousands of vacuums that I have fixed, the only one that could go 20 to 30 years without much of any maintenance other than bags and filters is the central vacuum power unit. They're just built to a completely different standard than a regular vacuum cleaner. and ever since I've been passionate about just helping people, understand, that this is a much better option for the same amount of money you could spend on a Dyson, a Kirby, a Rainbow, a Sevo, whatever it may be, and get this into your house for not a lot more. And as I said, my biggest challenge is just the marketing. I've tried networking groups in the past. I've been in them, tried them over a year. For my business personally, they just don't work. It's such a niche business. But what I have found is doing events and putting myself in places where builders are, whether using the context of the HBA, Home Builders Association, or what I'm going to be doing in January, hosting a event that will be inviting builders, HVAC people, other contractors, people that will need to use that service in the future. That's kind of what I figured is going to work with my business, and Google as another big beneficiary. So thank you so much. If you have any, want to contact me, there's my information. Just drop me an email, visit my website, fill out a contact form. We'd be glad to get a hold of you. Hey.